Lushpool is located on the shining sea in a sheltered lee of the Ithmung Peninsula by the mouth of Taylor Bay. The docks of the city face northward, looking out onto the shimmering sea in front of it. The city's population is actually large, for a city in Faerun that is, with a population of around 17,000 people. The dominant of the races in Lapalia is human. Walking down the street, the adventurers couldn't believe how much traffic was flowing through the streets of this city. Caravans of wagons passed by them, loaded with merchandise to trade. The ground level of the city was the wharf district, so there wasn't much to see in the way of beautiful bas-reliefs. The wharf district was so large that the inner walls of the other terraced levels of the city were too far away to see. The streets were all dirt, but there were stone houses to each side. The walkways were mostly made of planked wood which ran along the side of the buildings for pedestrians. Merchants parked their wagons on the side of the streets too, so that passers-by could view their goods. You could hear "come and get it" and "we've got what you need here" being yelled up and down each street. Maldif led the adventurers from the docks south, down the street that was in front of the docks, for quite a ways. Then he turned west onto another road which was bigger than the road they had just exited. This road had even more caravans passing from both directions. There were all kinds of creatures walking around the streets of Lushpool. Mostly human, but also elves, dwarfs, and gnomes scattering the streets in small groups. After about an hour of walking, the adventurers noticed that they were leaving the city. The buildings soon turned into olive groves and orchards. They were on both sides of the road with two large ditches sitting on its side. There was barbed wire nailed to posts with nails used for fencing, then the ditches, and on the other side of the ditches were the orchards and groves. Wooden posts were sticking up from the ground in the orchards for the vines to grow on, and they stretched for miles it seemed. Soon, they came upon a wooded area where they could see a figure standing. Was this the Benefactor that they had hoped to finally meet, or was this an ambush in waiting for the adventurers to escape from?